Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Boiler Room Pre-Market Watch List. Thank you all for joining in. We're going to make this quick and to the point, as always. Okay, so yesterday was a pretty good day. Pretty good day. I finished out the day up about $940 on the day, so not bad. Not too bad at all. Alrighty, so there's just a few stocks I'm going to be watching today. Not going to keep the watch list huge. Not going to put a lot on it. So let's go ahead and get cracking on it. So there is a few stocks watching. We'll be watching. Yeah, exactly. It appears that maybe we're having some movement in the shippers. It's possible. Just taking a quick glance at it. Yeah, that's what it appears to be. So we'll definitely get into some of those. So like DCIX, GLBS. Going to be keeping a look on SIGE, MRNS. So let's not. What's up, Robert, Patricia, Steve, Robert again, Yuri. Familiar faces, love it. So I'm gonna go ahead and share the screen, and then we'll just get cracking on it. Gonna make it very short, sweet, to the point, and go from there. All right, so I'm gonna cover the big one first, which is SIGE. I mean, just look at this, right? I mean, the daily, it gapped up like crazy, and it had more selling pressure than it did buying pressure this day. So this is a huge gap up with a red day. So that tells me that there was a lot more selling pressure than buying. It popped up to a high of 169. So we know we're going to have a high of 169 there today to potentially watch for a resistance point. And then even here, kind of because it basically almost double topped like right in this area, and that was at 165. So regardless of where it went and so on, it's a huge gap up of like, I don't even remember what it was, like $80 or something crazy. What I'm getting at is there's a lot more potential to the downside than there is the upside at this point. Let's see. Yeah, so there's a lot of room to the downside on SIGE right now. Again, this is a stock that has very, very big spreads. So let me just hop back here for a second. You can see this huge gap up. It gapped from a little less than 100, so around 80 to 169, like all the way up there. So that's a big, big move. It's got a lot of room to come down. So this is going to be on a lot of people's short watch list, I believe. It's on my watch for a short. I mean, honestly, just a few shares you can make $40, $60, $70, $80. So even like, a $300, $400, $500 short, you could potentially make a couple $100. So even though it's higher price, this thing moves in $5, $10, $15 dollar, like values. It moves in big values. But again, it has a very big spread. The spread on this is going to be pretty big, probably somewhere in the dollars. The spread is going to be pretty big, right? You can see here it's $1.58 on the bid and $1.59.53. So $1.58.35 and $1.59.53. So the difference there is that of a little more than $1 actually. Yeah, it's like $1.30 almost. So again, $1.30 spreads thing can move very pretty significantly. Okay, so definitely keep SIGE on your watch for a short today. It's not going to be like an instant drop. It'll probably be one of those gradual fades. So again, SIGE is going to be on watch for a short today. Okay, so now I'm going to hop over to DCIX. DCIX got halted yesterday. Then it came down, and now pre-market and after hours it popped up. It's starting to fade out now a little bit to the downside. I haven't checked if it had news this morning. No news this morning for the stock. So will this hold up? I don't think it will. So I'm going to keep DCIX on watch for a short. I just don't think this is going to hold up. It may go long, it might, but at this given time, it's definitely looking and appearing as if it's more of a short here. You can see it's got a high here pre-market at about 735, and now it's starting to downtrend. If in fact it can break back up above this uptrend, we might have ourselves a long. But I definitely think as of right now, it's a short. But here's the thing is it's got to hold up. It can't sell off too much more because then we're going to continuously start losing the amount of value that we can make to the short side. So essentially, we're going to need DCIX to continue to hold up a little bit more. This thing does have low volume, but early in the morning, I assume that we're going to have a quick volume spike where we could see a quick drop before maybe it starts squeezing up. Okay, so again, DCIX on watch for a short. This is a very, very low float stock, so it will move very quickly. Okay. Another one I'm watching here is GLBS. GLBS, was $1.22 after market, got a lot of momentum in, put it up to $2.10. If you look in here, it's got a lot of resistance, right? Popped here once, popped here twice, again. So like basically 4 times. Ideally, I'll be watching GLBS for a short out of the gates. I don't think this is going to hold up. I kind of think we're going to see it start heading downwards. Okay, it has some news this morning, but nothing significant. So definitely keep GLBS on your watch list for a short. There's no clear-cut entry as of right now because it's a little early to tell, but I think we're going to be looking maybe for an entry below $1.80. So hopefully it doesn't crack that before the market opens. We kind of want it to come down, come back up. So we kind of want to do something like this where it goes down, comes back up. And then as it gets closer to the gate, we start getting closer to that $1.80. So that's the game plan there. Maybe a short on GLBS below the $1.80 mark. Yeah, it has good earnings. Like, you can see it here. That's basically why it went up. There wasn't any news other than earnings, but regardless of the earnings, it's still not a good company. It's a penny stock. So I don't really think this will hold up. It might hold up, right? You never know. But I do think that knowing that how bad this company is as a penny stock, we could probably see it start coming down. I got my coffee with me. I do got my coffee with me. Yeah, I'll take a look at MYO. Let's see. One second. So here's the thing. Like, so when it comes to like buying back your short, it really all depends. There's no here's the thing. Everyone thinks there's a magical level to watch for, and there's not. I mean, there is, but here, so like below $1.80, this thing's going to move in usually about 10-cent increments. So here's the thing is you can never project exactly where to cover or where to sell. That's more or less what you have to determine for yourself based on reading a level 2. Because some people may want to hold it all day. Some people only want to hold for a couple minutes. So it's really hard to project, when to sell. But usually I look to sell based on what the level 2 is telling me, not necessarily price points. So watch GLBS for a short, but I'll try and put a little bit more effort into like giving more of a clear-cut answers when I would maybe look to cover something up. But GLBS definitely a short. Could definitely see it maybe drop down to close to $1.60, $1.50 before it bounces, before it has a reversal. MRNS. So yesterday was a long day for me. Today it's appearing to be more of a short day. MRNS gapped up yesterday. It tried, there was a lot of people trying to short it, and it didn't go much lower. That's why we had this massive squeeze, and then it got re-shorted down. Now it's back up. I don't think it's going to sustain this high price point. Could be wrong. But I don't think it'll sustain this high price point. So ideally, I'm looking for the price to reject $9. This is what I want to see on MRNS. We want to see the price maybe come back up, reattempt $9. If it does not break, if it can't break $9 and it rejects it, we know the price doesn't want to go higher. So we can then tell ourselves that the price is probably going to go lower where we could justify taking a short. Something like this on MRNS. A short around $9. First target will be probably like 860. Something about a 30-cent drop, maybe like 860. But I could see MRNS going all the way down to $8. I really could. So this is something where you could short it, cover up half or 75% at 860, and then just let the other, quarter or half of your shares ride out. Okay. But yeah, so like stock Ace. So like this, right? Like this one's a little bit easier to kind of judge, right? Because it's close to 9. So ideally we want to see it reject $9 for a short, probably. All right. And if that does happen, we could justify taking a short. It's up a lot over the past few days, and it kind of wants to come down, in my opinion. I could see it wanting to come down. And so if it does, right, we could look for maybe a target from 9 to 850, cover up half or 75% of your position, and then let the other half ride out until it's clear or evident that it's going to start doing a big reversal or it's going to bounce kind of thing, which I could see around $8 today. So MRNS, again, is going to be on watch for a short. Now, let me take a look here. That is primarily the watch list. I'll take a look at it. Looks like what TOPS is kind of popping up this morning. Would I mess with TOPS? Probably not. These things just usually don't hold up. Right now, it's definitely, TOPS is definitely downtrending. It's not really near an area of support as of right now that I can see. I mean, other than the fact it's on the 200 moving average. So I could definitely see TOPS coming down some more today. I think it'll hold up too strong. 20-day 5-minute. TOPS might come down some more here today. So I would keep that on watch. If anything, for maybe a bounce play at this point. It's already lost a lot of value to the short side, so maybe a bounce play, and that could potentially be around like 48 cents. But again, I don't really mess with stocks below $1 anymore. Let's see. Okay, yeah, MYO. Let me take a look here at MYO. MYO, pretty choppy. That's very hard to trade. I mean, like, that is something I would stay away from because, I mean, look at it. Pops up, it pulls back, not a clean pullback, spikes back up, not a clean pullback, spikes back up. So that's very challenging to trade. Honestly, based on what it did yesterday, I wouldn't assume that it's going to do anything better today. So in my opinion, MYO probably not the best stock to focus on for day trading today. But again, it's just my personal opinion based on after doing it for so long. Now so there's another one here this morning, STDY. This could be interesting. Yeah, watch STDY maybe for a breakout above 475. It's kind of moved down, so it needs to come back up and reattempt 475. Will it do it? I really don't know. I don't even know if it has news this morning. It has news. Yeah, so it has some good news. This one's going to be worth watching, STDY. Definitely worth keeping on your watch list this morning. GLBR, let me take a look there, GLBR. Ooh, look at that. Wow. Yeah, GLBR is worth watching. Wouldn't mess with it unless it gets over 90 cents. And then their first target would be $1, which would be another 10-cent increment. Probably have a lot of resistance up at that $10 mark. So yeah, GLBR, keep an eye on that one. Could be good over 90 cents. No recent news at all. Be very careful with GLBR, considering there's no news that even made the price go up this high. It could just be a quick pump and then it just drops out. Yeah, but it might actually be pretty good. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, so keep GLBR on your watch list. Could be pretty good here today, over 90 cents. Let's see. Another stock that's starting to move is HMNY. Yeah, you can maybe watch HMNY for a long, considering it just got down to its 9 moving, or not 9, but it's right down at this 100 or 200 moving average. It's starting to bounce, so this might be actually pretty good for a long with maybe a target up to 974. I could see it maybe reaching 974, which is that next line of resistance on the moving average. So that one might be pretty good to watch here this morning as well. Yeah, but I mean, that's just it. Quick little morning watch list. So again, to recap, GLBS short, maybe below $1.80. DCIX probably short. SAGE, SAGE probably short. What was the other one? DCIX, SAGE, GLBS. Why can't I? DCIX. Why can't I think of the other one? It's just there. No, not in Canada. Man, what was the other one? Help me out here. I went over GLBS short, right? We have GLBS short, DCIX short, SAGE short. What was the other one? Well, I can't remember it. Interesting. GLBS, DCIX. We got HMNY potentially long. MRNS. That was the one. God, I couldn't remember it. So we got MRNS. Watch MRNS short as well. So that's really just it. MRNS short, DCI. It's just a short day for me. That's what I see. Yesterday was a long day. I'll take a look at DRYS real quick on my computer screen here and see what's going on there. I mean, yeah, DRYS always does like a little bit of gapping up. I don't think it's gonna hold. There's not a lot of volume in DRYS right now, so I think I would just leave it alone for now. It's not worth really spending your time on at this given time period. So that's all I got for you guys this morning. So I will catch you guys Monday morning. So stay green. You know, don't get greedy. You know, it's always better to walk away with money in your pocket than no money in your pocket, kind of thing. What about get it? That's funny. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you once again for tuning in. All the links, if you're new, if you haven't been here, all the links for everything you really need to know about in the description box below. So go ahead and check that out. And that's all I got for you. I'll catch you guys on Monday morning, okay?